Yo, what's up, guys? I did not think this through all the way. I was wanting to make a video of me playing through the coin collecting missions, but I didn't factor in the game would be going into maintenance. It's gonna be going in past the day, like, you know, the 25th. But I was trying to think, like, what could I do instead for today's video, because I don't want to miss out on a video just one day in. So I just was thinking of some ideas as to like what to talk about, really, and I was just thinking about, like, there's just a bunch of characters in this game that could get better representation. So I courtesy of the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle Wiki, which is the fandom page, this one isn't as like updated as the other ones, which is the other Thieving 6 Dokkan Wiki, and then Dokkan Info. Yeah, this one's not updated as much. I mean, yeah, well, I mean, I think they're actually kind of caught up right now, but anyway, they have a name section here, which is pretty useful here, just to go through a bunch of characters in alphabetical order here. So I went through a bunch of characters that are already like pre-existing in the game, and I just was trying to find some characters like who could get better cards, like DOKKANFEST exclusives, legendary summon, carnival LRs, not necessarily banner unit material. That's something I actually want to tackle in a separate video, maybe someday in the future. It's just like, who could even get like extra banner units or something like that. But for this video in particular, I just want to focus on like main premium characters, specifically referring to like Dokkan festivals, legendary summons, and carnival, whatever you want to call those, because sometimes like they're Rising Dragon Carnival, sometimes they're legendary summon carnival, something like that. So yeah, I like this, what they have here. This is a bit set up differently than the other websites, so that's good. So I have a bunch of tabs up over here, so I have them in alphabetical order for the most part, I believe. So let's just hop in. I'll just give my thoughts on what characters I think could get better represented. So first up, I have Android 16. I don't know, this one might not be like super essential or anything like that, but because the closest we have to like a main summonable 16 is this guy right here, which this is the base form right here, the, you know, basically the Android trio. The first you play is 17, 18, and then they have an exchange into 16, so that's kind of close. These other 16s over here, these are banner units. That's a fighter's character. This is a free-to-play character, and there's a banner unit, and then there's a banner unit right here. So yeah, I think there could be enough material to work with to actually make like a lower level Dokkan Fest, because like a lot of these characters I have picked out, most of them are kind of not super duper hype, because maybe a couple of years ago, like, I don't know, 5 years ago or something, these type of characters wouldn't fly. But considering the fact that like we've gotten characters like Videl, Ginyu, Roshi, Paikuhan, even Yamcha as main Dokkan Fest exclusives, it kind of opens up the table for a lot of other characters too. So I think if like Paikuhan could get a main Dokkan Fest, then like Android 16 is definitely worthy. Not to say that Paikuhan's like a bad character or anything like that, but it's just like there's not a whole lot of like material to pull from for Paikuhan, yet they did. But again, like, you know, this is close right here, so just keeping that in mind with like I mean, they made a Dokkan Fest of Roshi, so yeah. I think most characters in the series is up for it. So next up, I have 17 and 18. I kind of just want to talk about them at the same time. It's just like they have so many iterations, but specifically the ones I'm thinking of come to like Dragon Ball Z, about like original, like future timeline maybe, like, you know, like this version, or maybe like the present timeline but before Dragon Ball Super. You know, you can kind of tell because the clothing changes. But another there's another one that like it's not like super essential of a character because they have this DOKKANFEST right here, which is like the future timeline of them, and then they have this, which is Dragon Ball Super. So they kind of got them covered, but they're both joined forces characters. There's not a whole lot in terms of like just, you know, by themselves. Yeah, I mean, this is one from Dragon Ball Super. That's a banner unit. That's a TUR of an LR, which, you know, Dragon Ball Super, it's this one, Team Universe 7. So, yeah, there are other characters that they could get to before this, because like I said, they do have that DOKKANFEST. So, same thing kind of goes for Android 18 here. I just feel like they have at least a little bit more material to work with, just to make... Oh, I don't even have this one right here. I think that was like a New Year's character release one time. Let me actually take a look at this. I'm curious. Yeah, January 1st, 2018. So if only they could give, like, get some sort of way to give us characters like this again, because they have a couple units from like a long time ago, like we can't get right now. Okay, so 17, 18, we're done with that. Baby, okay, now this is a crime. Like the other ones, like, okay, that wasn't that big of a deal, but Baby, this this is definitely a problem. Youth form, not necessary. We don't need to worry about that. Baby, on the other hand, like, I guess maybe they could do something with this form, although it's not used very much. Like, this form really is just kind of used for marketing purposes, I suppose. I don't know, something like that. Because the only time we ever even see this form really comes down to what is it? It's after he leaves Vegeta's body in GT and like Goku like blasts him into the sun or something like that. Something like that. So this form in particular isn't around for too long, so I kind of get it with this one, but like Super Baby, look at this, Super Baby 2. Like, I know we have the Giant 8 variant, that there is a legendary summon Carnival from, not Carnival, my bad, a legendary summon LR from the 4th anniversary, but like, it's a long time ago. Animations have gotten better since then. Yeah, this is awful. They definitely need to do something about this. Having like a GT dual Dokkan festival at some point, like maybe Golden Week next year or something like that. Probably be good. Maybe like SS4 Goku, because I mean, it's SS4 Goku, we can never get enough of SS4 Goku, let's be real. SS4 Goku is one, and then the other of the dual DOKKANFEST would be Super Baby 2. Even if we would get another Giant 8, well, I don't know. I mean, we probably would, but I'd like us to get more in this. Like, this is a crime right here. Maybe Vegeta and Super Baby 1, like, they're not really utilized all too much. But yeah, they definitely need to do something about this, that's for sure. Alright, I have Beerus here pulled up because there's a specific incarnation of Beerus that, like, I'm really wondering why a lot of these games just don't have. Maybe it's just some, I don't know, maybe some people in the background is just, like, wary of this, but basically I'm referring to Hakai Beerus, the destruction technique, what are we gonna call it, what he does against Zamasu. Why do they not have a single Beerus in Dokkan that does the Hakai? Not even like a free-to-play character, a banner unit, which I should have mentioned this earlier, but in case anyone's confused about the term banner unit, that really just means like a character that's in a general banner pool that's like on pretty much every stone banner. Just wanted to get that out in case some people didn't understand, but anyway. Yeah, like, no Hakai Beerus? What is the deal with that? Because I know Dragon Ball FighterZ, it's his level 3, super, that he does the Hakai. I mean, it doesn't like instantly kill your opponent or anything like that, that would have been busted, but still, like, it is represented in that game. Like, what is the deal here? That is the Hakai, right? I'm just trying to remember. I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, anyway, because we have with Beerus, just any other version doesn't matter a whole lot, because we have this Tech Beerus who originally got a Super Easy 8, is really good. And then this is another DOKKANFEST Beerus. I think these are both meant to be from the Battle of Gods movie. I mean, this guy got movie bosses, that explains it. Wait, what's your... Oh, categories right here. Yeah, movie bosses, so this is definitely meant to be from Battle of Gods. Yeah, a lot of the Beeruses in this game are, like, from Battle of Gods, really. I mean, like, yep. Which one isn't, really? I mean, I think this one's super bosses. I'm trying to pinpoint, like, where exactly this Beerus is supposed to be. I don't know, I keep trying to look down. I'm used to the other websites now. Trying to think where this Beerus is specifically supposed to take place. Like, I don't know, either like start of Battle of Gods, start of Resurrection F, whatever, but somewhere around there. And then Beerus Monaka costume. I mean, we don't really need to worry about that. Alright, that's enough about Beerus. Bojack. Okay, so there's another one that's not like super essential as well, because we have a DOKKANFEST and we have a yellow coin LR. Yeah, right here. This is technically a Joined Forces character with the other, I guess, clan members of the Bojack crew. The Galactic Warriors. I mean, the Hera clan. Yeah, they both... Isn't that right? Like, they both... Not both, but all of them have these two exclusive links. Yeah. They don't use Galactic Warrior for anybody else in the game, really. But... I mean, it's been such a long time. This STR Dokkanfest was back in 2021. Wait, no, 2020. I think it was 2021 for global. Yeah, March 2021. On JP was 2020. So it's been a while. I think it'd also be a good opportunity to get some of these EZAs out of the way too, because they could EZA the LR Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, the one that finishes off Bojack. They could also EZA this banner unit and all that, so yeah, not super essential, but still, it's been quite a while, so should get around to it at some point. Chi-Chi, I mean, the only real idea I had for Chi-Chi here is really just, I mean, just basically doing this, but as like a DOKKANFEST with like actual good animations. I think that could work. I mean, it might not seem all too hype or anything like that, but again, like, Videl is a DOKKANFEST in this game, Roshi's a DOKKANFEST, so I feel like 23rd World Tournament Chi-Chi would be good enough, I guess. I don't think Kid Chi-Chi, like, has any, like, significance to play there. So yeah, not a whole lot there. The Bora. Yeah, so I wouldn't really be considering this a whole lot if it wasn't for Daima, really. And by the way, it does remind me about Daima. There are some potential characters from Daima I could think of for like premium characters in Dokkan, but I don't really want to mention them, at least not right now, because Daima's kind of fresh. The dub isn't really like out and running yet, so just to avoid like people that want to experience it fresh and all that, you know, spoilers. So yeah, I know it's kind of early in, but just to be safe with that, you never know. But anyway, this guy has like a little bit of relation to Daima. Not really spoiling a whole lot besides just the fact that like Daima is meant to kind of take place after the Buu arc, so almost like ignoring Dragon Ball Super. Dabura is involved, so they could maybe do a DOKKANFEST. I think they could have enough. Basically just redoing this guy. And then plus, they do have this, the Babidi and Dabura. It's just, I don't know, like he has a banner unit and has this LR, so a lot of his stuff is kind of used at this point. He didn't do a whole lot in Dragon Ball Z, admittedly, so let's see. Okay, so yeah, next up we have a couple characters here, just kind of combine them all together into one point. Just like Xenoverse type of stuff. Since Dragon Ball Heroes is not really going to collaborate with Dokkan anymore because Dragon Ball Heroes is going out of service, I feel like instead, at some point, I don't know if they would like take the place of it, but they could eventually start doing like Xenoverse stuff. I mean, it's been a long time since we got Xenoverse stuff in Dokkan. We're still waiting on EZAs for like Xeno Trunks and stuff like that. I think that'd be a good opportunity. And I think Xenoverse 2 is still going strong to this day from what I can tell. Still getting DLC and all that. I don't personally play it myself, so I don't remember, but I think this could work. I mean, I'm not really too picky, honestly. Either like the Migra, Fu, Mira, or Toa, like just any of them getting like a Dokkan Fest or an LR or whatever. It would just be fun to have like crossover characters in the game. Just, you know, different, fresh stuff. Fu doesn't have a whole lot. I mean, most of these characters don't really. Mira has the least. This is only like 2 characters. All of this is just one. This is a transformation. And there's a Dragon Ball Heroes character. Okay. But yeah, they could probably do something there. And then Demon King Piccolo, so yeah, this, I know that like original Dragon Ball isn't like the most hyped thing, like probably isn't going to be like a major like anniversary celebration or anything like that. I mean, from a JP perspective, like to Japanese players, they'd probably consider it more hype than here in the West. But my main logic behind why this character should definitely get a Dokkan Fest at some point, or even like a Legendary Summon LR, like I don't even care, just something. Like the main antagonist of that arc. I mean, the Demon King Piccolo arc, literally named after him. Yeah, I guess it is cool that he has a free-to-play World Tournament LR, but just a World Tournament character, another World Tournament character, and then a banner unit, like, that's not enough for like one of the main antagonists of an arc of the series. Definitely need to do something about that. I'd probably just honestly prefer a Dokkan Fest. I just think that would be more important to get like a Dokkan event in. We already have an LR technically, not a summonable LR, but still. So Garlic Jr., I mean, like, just look at this. Literally just one character in the game. That's all there is to it. And the thing is too that this Garlic Jr. is not from the original first movie of Dragon Ball Z, the Dead Zone. This is from the filler arc that takes place in between the Frieza arc and the Android arc. Yeah. Kind of a crime. They should definitely, I think maybe an LR. Like, how would they do it? Because back in 2021 they did the AGL Kid Gohan, which was the Dokkan Fest that this was a banner unit for, because the banner unit released at the same time. So they did that AGL Kid, or Youth Gohan, whatever you want to call him. And then the part 2 LR was LR Goku and Piccolo. Trying to think how they would handle Garlic Jr. Would they just do Goku and Piccolo again? I mean, I don't really think. I think they kind of got that covered. It's got good animations. They still need the EZA. So I think that might be fine for a bit. I don't know. They need to find some way to fit it in. I don't care. Do something. Having only one character for Garlic Jr. just isn't right. Goten. So this one might not be a very popular choice. This is just, maybe it's a bit more of a personal thing for me, but I was kind of just liked Kid Goten for some reason. I feel like he potentially could have more than just like a banner unit. I mean, of course, wouldn't be very hype, but still, again, I'm gonna keep saying it, Videl, Ginyu, Roshi. So I definitely think that Goten, who can transform into Super Saiyan, is more than capable of being a Dokkan Fest. That's for sure. You can make some sort of fun animation of him doing the Kame Kameha, because that's what some of his cards do, I think. So yeah, that's the super technique, the Kame Kameha, which is really funny. You could have fun with him. Well, in terms of like animations and all that, I definitely don't think that Teen Goten is worthy. I mean, I say that anybody is worthy, but I mean, like, this version does literally nothing. GT Goten, I mean, I don't know. Maybe the game would have to be like 15, 20 years old or something. Just looking in terms of like other forms of Goten, not really a whole lot. But that's pretty much it. Now for Mr. Satan, Hercule, whatever you want to call him. I've always, like for years now, I've always been wanting to have a Mr. Satan April Fool's character. 2024 April Fool's kind of broke my heart, honestly, because let me actually pull this up. Let me pull up global Dokkan info. Okay, still haven't had the data download for the Daima stuff yet. So I want to pull up support memory. Support memories. It is probably going to be in the Dragon Ball Super section. Let's see. Yeah, this is it. The Miracle of Super Hercule. Interesting, what do you want to call him? Sorry, can we see it? Oh, there it is. There it goes. We're gonna be able to see the animation play. I was heartbroken for April Fool's 2024 because I wanted this to be like an April Fool's character. I wasn't too picky if it needed to be like an LR or anything like that, but I really wanted this to be like a playable unit. That would have been so fun. It's so goofy too, but unfortunately they only made a support memory. I don't know why they did that. Definitely felt like a tease, because that's something I've been wanting. That's something I've been wanting probably since like early 2021 or something. But whatever, got to get over it. So anyway, that was a little bit different from Dokkan Fest and all that. That was more April Fool's, but whatever. I mean, so I mean, this isn't really anything. This is a free-to-play LR. That's a banner unit. It's a trophy card. That's a free-to-play character. I mean, well, this is a also a free-to-play character, but you know, that's the TUR form right there. And then I even forget, how do you get this guy? What's his deal? What? I don't even remember all that. Oh. Okay, that's not an event. I got confused for a second. No, this is the card you get for logging in for 777 days. Okay. But yeah, not any sort of like, well, I was gonna say no summonable variant whatsoever, but they do have this. Definitely need to fix that. I don't even care either an LR or Dokkan Fest. I think anything could work. Now this one's actually even worse, honestly, because Krillin, or if you want to be, if you want to be like Japanese about it, Kuririn, whatever. This guy, like, look how many cards has Krillin in it, but yet, like, he's never had his own like Dokkan Fest or anything like that. Free to play, a banner unit, free to play, banner units, banner unit, free to play. That's a yellow coin LR, but it's not Krillin by himself. That's with Gohan. I guess that's the closest we have, but it's a banner units, free to play, banner units, free to play. So yeah, this is a crime for sure. I think like a Dokkan Fest Krillin is needed, like ASAP. I don't know, maybe best time slot maybe would be like the March Dokkan Fest, right after anniversary or something like that. I think that could work. Either that or like April something. I don't know. Definitely needed. Alright, Mercenary Tao, or Tao Pai Pai, whatever you'd like to call him. There's another situation I feel like is similar to the Demon King Piccolo fiasco. That, like, this is a major antagonist from original Dragon Ball, and I feel like just one like World Tournament LR isn't really cutting it, honestly. How did you get this guy? I don't think I have this one. Was this from like an Arale event? Yeah. Okay. This is kind of a quick aside. I don't want to take too long with this, but like I'm hoping that like somehow Daima has something to do with like Arale. Probably not, but that'd just be so cool because that'd like heighten the chances of like Arale coming back to these games. That'd just be so nice, but because I don't have any of the Arale stuff, unfortunately. But anyway, Cyborg Tao, this is a World Tournament character, and then, yeah, that's a free-to-play card. So, there's nothing summonable here whatsoever. Not even a Baron unit, that's kind of nuts. So this kind of even worse than Demon King Piccolo. I think, yeah, like most major antagonists from the series, even if it's like early on, should definitely have something. Again, this would be like a lower level thing. Like I don't expect this guy to be all like, oh, this is the Tanabata LR. No, definitely not. Nail. So I have a very specific idea with Nail. I don't think that Nail by himself could stand to be a Dokkan Fest. Here's the idea I have is let me try to think of a way I can quickly get to this. There's a free-to-play character that I'm basically just wanting to redo as like a summonable character. Let's look at the Namekians link. Or that's not a link still, that's a category. Oops. Whatever, it's okay. He's right here anyway. This free-to-play AGL Piccolo. Come on. Load. Okay, so yeah, as you can see here, like they have like Nail in the background. So this is Piccolo before assimilating with Nail, and they have like an animation that plays, and then yeah, this is him with well, wait a minute. They have a brand new like LR Gohan and Piccolo. Does he have like somewhat of an animation with that? I should be able to tell. Let's go over here. I actually did not like even bother summoning for this character. I just didn't think I was gonna get a whole lot of value, at least personally. Where are you gonna be at? Where? They released a lot of characters around this time. There you are. Okay, so LR animation exchange. Does he like, yeah, okay, so he does do it here. So, I guess that's kind of showing they don't have very much faith in Nail as a character, because then they just use the animation there. You never know though. I mean, I still think it's worth bringing up as an idea. Just have like Nail as the base form, and then you have an exchange into Piccolo. Which I know isn't directly what this card is, but that's basically my idea. I don't know if they'll do it though, considering that they just use the animation for that LR. Oh well. So yeah, next up we have Nappa. I honestly don't feel like there's a whole lot to pull from here. It's like they used up quite a bit of the things with Nappa. Unless I'm just forgetting something, but most of the material for Nappa has been used at this point, but I don't feel like that's stopped them before, honestly. I think a Dokkan Fest Nappa would be great because Teen Nappa, which is just a little bit of hair on his head, is funny. Free-to-play character, this is a banner unit, who actually has an Acto skill, although it has no music or voice line. And then this is just like pre-awakened versions of the LR Nappa and Vegeta. And then they have this banner unit right here. And I think there's a free-to-play character right here. So, I don't know how likely it'll be, but I'd like to see a Dokkan Festival Nappa. Alright, Raditz. I don't think it's... Honestly, this is probably one of the less likely picks I have from here. I'm just so disappointed. I'm so disappointed from this guy. They really fumbled this because everybody already knows that like Raditz isn't like super hype. Nobody really cares too much about Raditz. I mean, I've always liked Raditz. Just, I just think he's cool. So whenever he was first coming out to have a character for the April Dokkan Fest of 2022, I was actually hyped. I was like, yes, Raditz, my boy. But then he comes out and he's just completely worthless, which is very upsetting. So yeah, a banner units, free-to-play character, Dokkan Fest, another banner units, a free-to-play character. Would it be mean to say Raditz isn't worth an LR? Like, he's not worthy of it? Maybe they could do something, but it's like they're already tapped out with Raditz, which is just so sad. They really messed up with him. It hurts so bad. I just... Whatever, I gotta move on. This one I actually have quite a bit of faith in. I've been wanting this to be a Dokkan Fest for... how long now? Probably like 2 years or something. Been having this idea to help out the Ginyu Force team. I think the Ginyu Force team could actually prove to be kind of good. Especially, like, if they made a Dokkan Fest Raccoon next year, sometime in 2025, they could easy the AGL Dokkan Fest Ginyu, as well as the 2 banner units he came with, Raccoon and Goldo, and then Birder and Jace. And, so, that'd be AGL Ginyu is 1, a new Dokkan Fest Raccoon is 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, I mean, other than... Yeah, Raccoon would probably come with a banner unit as well. I just have such a vivid picture of like Raccoon as a Dokkan Fest because he had a lot of fighting he did with Vegeta and Gohan, Krillin. So they have a lot to pull from, for sure. They just haven't tapped into. I have a very specific picture in my head of like what I don't know, it's like maybe an active skill. Let me try to see if I can find it. Yeah, so this is what I'm thinking of right here. I'd imagine like maybe the active skill is just him like taunting the opponent with this weird pose he does. I just have such a vivid picture. Oops, spoilers. I mean, I know that this whole time you've probably been able to tell who's up here, but whatever, I don't really care. So yeah, I definitely think that Raccoon could get a Dokkan Fest. Help out the Ginyu Force team. It's kind of funny, at that point, this would probably be like the weakest link on the team, but oh well. Next up, Sin Shinron. So, might be kind of weird, especially because like Omega Shinron and Sin Shinron are very close. Like, they're kind of identical in some ways. See, the thing with Omega Shinron here, I gotta pull up the intro animation. Go ahead and just find them. Omega. So, yeah, we'll watch the intro animation. So, Sin Shinron isn't like a part of this whatsoever because he's already absorbing the Dragon Balls here, as we see. So, I kind of wonder why this game hasn't done this yet, but I was thinking they could do like a Sin Shinron transforming into Omega Shinron. Kind of surprising they haven't done that at this point. And this LR, like, it's Star of Turn Omega. It's just like through the intro is when he's like transforming. Yeah. So I think that would be a cool idea. Because this is Sin. Oh well, yeah. It's labeled up here. Sin, Omega, and then Legion of Shadow Dragons, which is also Sin. Alright, so next up, Ten Shinhan. I think this is a similar situation to Krillin. There's a lot of Ten Shinhan cards when you look at it, but I mean, free to play. Okay, so that's technically summonable. Very rare card to get. That's like a, you know, that's the all, like, what is it? What do you want to call it? The attribute type character? Is that what they officially call it? Something like that. But yeah, now they're like the 60% support characters. There's a free-to-play Prime Battle LR. This is a World Tournament character. World Tournaments, a banner unit, World Tournaments, free-to-play. So I think this guy definitely needs a DOKKANFEST, very similar to Krillin, but the thing is, unfortunately, is that, like, let me also pull this guy's animations up just because, like, they're actually, like, really good, but to the point where it's almost like a, it's kind of weird to word it this way, but it's almost like a negative, because, like, let's play the 18 key. I mean, if we just look at these animations, like, they're really good, without a doubt, but it's just like, this is the type of character I would have expected to be like a summonable character, and yet they already use all this on a free-to-play LR. So I really doubt they'll like reuse free-to-play animations for a summonable character. It's just a shame. Maybe they could do something else with Ten Shinhan besides like the Saiyan arc. Gosh, yeah, the animations look really good. Yeah. We can try to see, like, what else could they do besides the Saiyan arc Ten Shinhan? And I don't really know about the World Tournaments from the original Dragon Ball. That wouldn't really be too hype. I mean, you know, it's fun, but, you know, original Dragon Ball doesn't do very well here in the West. That's kind of the mindset I have. And he doesn't do anything in the Namek arc. This is whenever he's holding back Cell. I mean, that's a cool moment, but like, he's just doing one thing. Is that really worth? I guess it could be a TUR. I don't know. They could maybe stretch and just. They've made up animations before. So, and then the Boo arc. I mean, he just again comes in and just does one thing. So really, it's just the Saiyan arc, but they already did that. So kind of in a tough spot. So next up I have Trunks. There's a lot to talk about here, really. There's a lot of forms of Trunks. Look at this. This is long. This is even longer than like Vegeta. Maybe not, but what I had in mind here was actually Dragon Ball Z Trunks, both Kid Trunks and Teen Trunks. Kid Trunks, kind of a similar thing with Kid Goten. I feel like they have enough material to just make a solo DOKKANFEST, lower level type of thing. Because, you know, being able to transform into Super Saiyan gives them, like, stuff for active skills, transformation, stuff like that. But, see, this is what I was thinking, the Teen Trunks, the future one. They have this DOKKANFEST right here. And then they do have a Yellow Coin LR. But it's just... And then, yeah, they have Super Trunks here. But I do feel like they could make this guy again, basically, but instead of him being transforming, he would just be start of turn Super Saiyan Trunks. Basically just thinking about, like, you know, LRSTR Future Gohan. Now that I've been showing animation, I just want to keep pulling them up. Future, I can't spell. Here we go. So this is what I'm thinking right here. So we see how LR Future Gohan intro. Yeah, here we go. And this is especially cool because they put him on transformation boost because of this. He starts out in base form in the intro animation and then transforms with Super Saiyan in it. I feel like they could do that with Trunks. Just that same thing. Oops. Well, I want to pull that up, especially because they kind of dropped the ball on that Trunks' transformation. Where is he? He should be somewhere around here, right? Where are you at? There you are. Okay, so if we look at the transformation. So at first it starts off really good. Do kind of like this. But then the actual transformation of Super Saiyan just takes it from fighters and doesn't look as good as it did in the anime. So they still have yet to really represent like what the card art, the card art is. They still have yet to even really do this as like an animation. So yeah, I definitely see this as like an intro. That would be awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, Dragon Ball Super Trunks, I mean, I feel like he's got enough at this point, especially with this LR right here. I mean, oh yeah, they could also do like an actual summonable variant of this card. With actually good animations and all that. Yeah, that'd be cool. Alright, next up, we're getting towards the end. Now we have Oob. When it comes to Oob, I'm not really thinking so much Youth Oob, because there's not a whole lot going on in this very small exchange with Goku in that World Tournament. I'm thinking more of like GT Oob, because they have... I mean, yeah, this is a Ultimate Clash LR. Goes from Oob right here, and then fuses with, or more like absorbs Majin Buu. I think... I don't really know if they'd really want to, like, redo that LR. But, something here can definitely be done, that's for sure. I think there's enough material to work with there. However, with Whis, now... Free-to-play, banner unit, banner units, banner units. This is technically a banner unit, but it's a summonable SR. And then there's a legendary summon. I'd almost consider this more like a Beerus card. I mean, it's kind of both. We kind of are both doing some stuff, I guess. It's mostly Beerus in the super attacks for the most part. But, yeah, kind of weird. I kind of get why they haven't used Whis a whole lot, though. I think it just has to do with the fact that, like, he's kind of mystical in a way. Like, we have never seen his true potential whatsoever. So that's probably a reason why they don't want to use Whis a whole lot outside of, like, fun, like, banner units or free-to-play characters. Or even just, like, you know, playing a passive role in a legendary summon LR. But it would be kind of cool to get a DOKKANFEST Whis. I would like that. Alright, so this is the last one. I didn't save it for last on purpose, but this is... Honestly, like, this is the idea that gave me... Well, this is the character that gave me the idea for this video for the most part. Zarbon. Like, I know Zarbon's not very hype or anything like that. But, I mean, Zarbon does have a transformation. Look at this. See, Super Zarbon. There's literally only an SR of this character. I mean, you get it from, yeah, just, I think there is the potential to have, like, base form Zarbon, and then have, like, an active skill transformation into Super Zarbon. Which does remind me, I didn't include Dodoria in this. Main reason why I didn't want to include Dodoria was just because, this year in 2024, they did release Dodoria as a banner unit for, AGL First Form Frieza. While they probably could get away with making a DOKKANFEST Zarbon, just it being like not even a year since then, I don't know, I just don't see it as likely, especially not as likely as Zarbon. But yeah, that's pretty much, that's it. We went through pretty much everything. There are very few characters in Dragon Ball at this point that aren't in Dokkan, which is, you know, impressive, of course. The game's almost 10 years old. There are some other characters, like I said earlier, there are some other characters from Daima that could be represented. Maybe, hopefully at some point in the future they can. we'll just have to see. I don't want to spoil that because some people are waiting for the dub and all that, blah blah blah. But yeah, it was a fun video to make. I just wish the game was back up. I have to wait a couple more hours. But hey, I mean, at least I can still do this because I do have a JP account. Let me swap over to that, my gosh. Always mixing up words. Swap, switch, whatever. So yeah, I do have a JP account. I like barely ever play, but pull it up just for one reason, is to tell you guys to even check the Baba Shop. Even though I can't access it on the global version, check the Baba Shop.